Hello and welcome to Mutually Exclusive Events number 2. These problems correspond with problems 1 to 15 on your worksheet. So you should have done these problems, or you can reference those problems, and this is a help for you to be able to work those through. Number 1, describe what it means for two events to be mutually exclusive. It just means they cannot both happen together at the same time. Number 2, a formula for computing probability of A or B that applies to any events A and B. How can you simplify when A and B are mutually exclusive? Well, it's always going to work to take probability of A plus probability of B and then subtract the overlap. If they're not mutually exclusive, this will work just fine. If they are mutually exclusive, then this is going to be 0 and we won't really need to worry about it. So if they are mutually exclusive, this just becomes this. Here's your little simplified, because this is all 0. There's no overlap, it's 0. Are the events A and A complement mutually exclusive? Yeah, you can't both do something and not do something. Those are entirely mutually exclusive. Here we're being told that they are mutually exclusive, which means there's no overlap. Find the probability of A or B. Well, we know if they're mutually exclusive, we just need to add the first one to the second one. That's 0.5. Easy, there's no overlap to subtract. This one, probability of A or B, same thing. 0.5 plus 0.5 is going to be 1. That's the highest the probability we'll get. This one, probability of A or B, 3/8 and plus 1/8. A plus B, there's no overlap, that's 4/8. Let's simplify and make it 1/2. And this one, probability of A or B, is A plus B. Oh, now we got to do common denominators. 12, 12. Let's make this 4. Let's make this 3. Now we can add them. We get 7/12. Hopefully we can do common denominators now. Okay? Here we're not being told if they're mutually exclusive. They just want us to find A or B. But they give us an overlap, so that tells us that they are not mutually exclusive. There is an overlap. We're going to have to subtract said overlap. So A or B will equal probability of A plus probability of B minus the overlap. So that's going to be 0.5 plus 0.4 minus 0.3, 0.9, 0.6. There we go. Same thing here. Probability of A or B, all of A plus all of B minus the overlap. That's 5/5 minus 1/5 is 4/5. Okay? Down here, find A and B. Okay, so this is asking for the overlap. Well, they give us this part, that A or B is 0.8. So we know that's equal to A plus B minus the overlap. And that's what we're trying to find this time. So let's add the overlap over here. And let's subtract the 0.8 over here. So that is 0.9 minus 0.8, 0.1. Same thing here. Probability of A or B is 9/16, and that is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the overlap. Swing this guy over here. Probability of A and B. Subtract the 9/16 away. That is 5/16 plus 7/16 minus 9/16. So we got 12/16 minus 9/16 is 3/16. Okay. Last one's find A complement. Well, that's easy because A and A complement are always going to add up to be 100%. So if this one's 0.5, A complement must also be 0.5 because 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. Probability of A complement here, if this is 75%, what's left is 25%. If this one is 1/3, what's left is 2/3. They always add up to be 1. If this one is 4/7, what's left is 3/7. 1 to 15. Hope that helped.